Yeah, recording now. Had a couple more interesting dreams last night. The sun is shining real bad in here again, like it always does in the wintertime. We're going to get right into this and read a couple of them and interpret things too, so very interesting. The first dream, I'm just going to read it. I dreamed there was this store. It was a convenience store. They wouldn't help me nor allow me to pay for, my beef stick, like one of those, snacks that comes in the box that's about 1.5 feet or 2 feet long. And I had been there for hours trying to get them to help me, and so finally I just got frustrated and I just took it and left. And it was in Atlanta, Georgia. And the dream changed. I was driving off-road. It was difficult, but nothing bad ever happened. Then I saw all these snakes, and specifically copperheads. I saw a bunch of them, and they were big ones. And a lot of them were alive, and some of them were dead and rotting. But they couldn't do anything to me. Then I picked up a concrete cinder block and threw it, at the bed of snakes. And it landed on top of the bed of snakes, killing them and crushing many. And I woke up. Let's look at this. A store, as in your mind, was convenient. They wouldn't help me. The system of this world won't help the people of God. And they would not allow me to pay for my beef stick. Well, beef is a clean meat in the Bible. Pork is an unclean meat, for example. And eating beef, represents spiritually taking in something that you should be taking in. And Jesus already paid the price, for us to get the meat, or sustenance spiritually that we needed, my beef stick. So finally it's just saying, just accept the Bible for what it said, and I just took it and left, because Jesus had already paid for it. That's why nothing happened to me in the dream. Well, I was in Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, if you look at some of my other dreams, means terminus or end of days. And I drove off-road. And my life has been hard and it's been off-path many times. It was difficult, but nothing bad ever happened. That was because nobody can keep the law, but Jesus paid the full price. He fulfilled the law for us, because none of us could. The driving had been difficult, or spiritual things had been difficult. So I saw all of these snakes. Snakes represent the devil or lies. Copperheads, the world is represented by copper in the Bible. And the system that's coming up, this world is going to be the head and it's lies. So you have copperheads, and snakes, like I said, represent lies. And some were dead and rotten. The world system leads to death. But they couldn't do anything to me, and Jesus' blood keeps the devil and snakes from doing anything bad to us. Then I picked up a concrete cinder block. Concrete, would be the same as like stone, would be looked at the same way. I picked up a concrete cinder block. Well, you send all these bad spirits to hell, cinders burn and they'll be blocked off and go down to the stones of the pit. So you have a cinder block there. And I threw it on top of the snakes, killing them, meaning fill your heart with what the Bible says and get the lies out of your mind. Kill the snakes and the lies of the devil. The cinder block, you know, when they went to hell and Babylon was judged, it got rid of many lies and snakes. And that's why the cinder block, you know, as heavy as it was, I just chunked it in a dream on top of the bed of snakes and it killed them. I woke up. That's one dream there. Let's look at another one. This one here is more interesting. I dreamed that I had gotten a growth on my belly. It was about 3/4 of an inch. It was turning black and weird colors on top. And then I thought in the dream, this may be cancer. I should go to a hospital. Well, I could never find one after looking for hours. Plus, for some reason, this couldn't nor ever did anything that could hurt me. I never felt any pain. Then I thought, this is why burning gets rid of moles and cancer, specifically burning them off. Let's look at this. You know, your belly is where a lot of things come from. And you know, black is the color of darkness and the weird colors. The bad system, you know, is fixing to be front line, you know, on top. And then I thought, this may be cancer. All cancer has been all these years that everybody's probably wondered and scratched their head about. It's just simply a picture of this. A life without Christ is another word for cancer. You know, cancer keeps on eating, and you know, everything without him keeps ending up in death. And that's what, you know, cancer and blackness is death. And I'm just telling you what it is. And you know, go seek God about it. Then I thought I should go to a hospital. Well, if you remember where the hospital is, it's not in this world, it's in heaven. You know, Jesus was a great physician. Well, I could never find a hospital, and you know, in the dream I was roaming around this world. And that's why you can't get well with the system of this world. For some reason, this couldn't nor ever did anything that could hurt me. Again, Jesus' blood paid the price. If you'll believe that it won't do anything. I never felt any pain. Well, just remember, Jesus took it all on himself. Then I thought, this is why burning gets rid of moles and cancer. Well, if you could see the spiritual realm, moles would be demon spirits. And you know, they burrow down in the ground, you know, dig into hell is what it's a picture of. And you know, if they grow on your skin, it's the same thing. You know, the word means the same thing. And it said, this is why burning gets rid of them. Well, fire purifies, and you know, all the evil spirits that are in Babylon are going to burn, and it'll be purified. And you know, it's a chemical change and all of that. This is why burning gets rid of moles and cancer. And when Jesus comes back, you know, he's going to get rid of all the sickness, and there won't be any more death, you know, eating us, you know, slowly all the time because we've sinned.